wholeness. Almost out of this Gregorian 8th month, August. Which again, I tell you, in my system, 8 represents the struggle with the thoughts in your head. And I think a lot of people can attest to that. This month has been mentally heavy on a lot of people, in good ways and in bad ways. But it's been mentally heavy on a lot of people in a lot of bad ways. And you're starting to see it play out. You're starting to see the erraticism of society and everything you do, from the simplistic things such as driving, where people act like they have no idea the rules of the road, to just common courtesy and etiquette. You know, people bumping into you and ain't saying nothing. It's rough out there. The people are allowing their minds to be pulled apart, and the only thing I can tell you to do is just make sure you hold yourself together. And a society is going to continue to keep unraveling as this year keeps on unfolding. The year of manifestation, you're starting to see where things are manifesting a little bit more fastly. Unfortunately, it's not the type of manifesting that a lot of people think that they're going to see, ooh, fluffy foo-foo, I got $1 million. No, this is manifesting as in, holy shit, the stuff that is already going on the inside is now externalizing. So, as I was saying, this reading is about September. September, by tradition, used to be the 7th month. Look up the word for September. Septem means 7. Another analogy for septum is clan, as in a sect, as in a section of society to believe to be from one ancestor. In my ideology, that is very significant, because I tell you, this is nothing but one thought playing out itself from infinite directions. They still all come from that one thought. So all thoughts are connected to the original thought, even when there's a disconnect within each individual thought. The individual thought is the disconnect. It believes itself to have autonomy, but it still has a connection. Oops, collective consciousness. You still connected to everybody else, but you're still doing what you think you want to do. Holy shit, dirty word, think. You're doing what you are led to think to help produce an experience. Yet you are still connected to the original. So that probably confused a lot of people. I'm not going to do that to you as much as I can today. So again, this is about September, the 9th month. The 9th is really the 7th. 7, in basic numerology, people tell you that's perfection and self-awareness and things like that. Everything was completed in 7 days by stories and stuff. In my number system, it is the perspective of how I see myself without conditions. However, to see yourself is a condition. To have awareness of yourself automatically produces a condition. So tweaking that a little bit, where you can try and find unconditionalism, you're already under condition. So 7 is the best you, in correlation to what you think you're going through. So with this 9, the 9th month, remember I told you the 8th month was pretty much a struggle in your heads. The 9th month is going to be you trying to figure out which one of those thoughts in your head showed you the least amount of struggle. And again, art imitates life. What goes on the lower realms is what's happening deeper within. Look at the majority of people are posturing and stammering to figure out who to choose from between systems that have already never chose us. And I'm not going to keep beating that dead horse. It's just common sense at this point. But if you would find yourself politicking and advocating to choose one of the forces that has already been an aid in your destruction, you're the original destroyer. So we'll start right there. There are going to be 9 things that are going to be key for the month of September. Only really 7 of them will get faced. Because whereas I'm telling you September is truly the 7, your level of self-awareness, there's 2 things on either side. That's what got you in, and there's the perception of what you think is going to take you out. And I don't mean take you out as in destroy you. I mean take you out as in set you free. So if what put me in and what's going to take me out are the outer parameters, that 7 in the middle is the meat of the story. So we'll throw the outer parameter first, the source itself. Remember I told you septum in the sense of etymology means sect, as in a clan. A clan, here's the ancestor. In other words, here's the original thought. The original thought is the wishbone. I'm not going to waste my energy on it, but look at it. Come on, people my age, remember we used to couldn't wait to get the wishbone, and you get somebody else, and y'all make a wish, and then holy shit, what do? Pull it apart. So this was the source honoring an affirmation by granting a wish of pulling itself apart. Sorry if you can't get that. So this was the source of everything that's about to take you on this journey. It was the wishbone. I wonder what I am. It could be just as simple as that. We do that every day. I wonder what would happen if, and the next thing you know, your mind went 900 different directions. Why? Because of the divine creator's right to create, even if it's destruction. Damn. Especially if you're here in South Carolina, just take a look around you. Here, personally in South Carolina, I stay down in the low country. It's a very beautiful place, but they're making it look like up north. We are tearing down so much of the natural state of this area here in the name of industry and progress that it's lost its southern charm. And they're destroying it in such a fashion that they can't put it back together to alleviate the problems that they're causing. You got more wildlife getting killed. You got, what do you call it? It's not overpopulation, but we'll use that word. It's overpopulation. The roads are not sufficient. They're building roads with blocks in the road that's supposed to be alleviating the traffic that's only causing more traffic. So you understand? In the process of saying I'm doing more to show myself more, you're doing more to show yourself more destruction. So the source is anything you're going to do is going to pull yourself apart. That in itself, let your life tell your tale. Hey man, don't mess with that girl. She ain't gonna do nothing but fuck you up. Yeah, I'm gonna be fine, dog. You pulled yourself apart. Goddesses, you too. Non-gender specific. Y'all can deal with that shit all day long. But when you choose somebody who has not chosen you, but you choose to choose them anyway, you didn't choose yourself. You're gonna get your wish granted. The affirmation of holy shit, I want to see what more is, means I already signed a contract to be less. So now you're gonna go down to 7 steps. You know, if you understand history, there's the 7 deadly sins. 7 is the number of mystery when you're dealing with this planet. The 7 wonders, the 7 deadly sins, the Septuagint, and all this other shit. 7 has a lot of mysticism in it. So here comes your alchemy. Here comes the lie you tell yourself in trying to change things when you did it to yourself. The first lie. Oops. Knowledge gets you fucked up. Knowledge gets you fucked up. Knowledge only takes you backwards. You looking for a book to set you free? Remember the first step was I created my own destruction. So within this field of destruction, guess what's only filled up in here? Destruction. But I'm going to go out here and find knowledge to put myself together. But sir, ma'am, everything in here was you tearing yourself apart. Same shit every day. Same shit every day. So you out here trying to find out who you are in a book. You better hope LeVar Burton is around. You better hope LeVar Burton is around because you's about to become, holy shit, the Reading Rainbow. So we'll Roy G. Biv that part. ROYGBIV. Holy shit, 7 colors. 7 chakras. Even though there's an infinite field of chakras. But here comes the first one, red. Knowledge. It's in reverse. You already in danger. You have now tried to figure out who you are by going through what you created. But if you've been paying attention, what you created was only you in separation. And what was separation? Self-destruction. So from red, since it just took that spin, in Roy G. Biv, the next color is orange, which represents your sacral. You're about to be emotional than a motherfucker. Holy shit, you about to be emotional than a motherfucker. This says psychometry, sensitivity. If you ever been in a mediumship class, when you're doing psychometry, it's when you hold an object and you get an imprint off of what the object is and figure out if you can figure out the story of that object or who it belonged to, or what we used to do in my medium classes that I used to go to with my mentor. She would put them in a bag and you just hold the bag and you got to figure out what it is, who it belonged to, and what was the significant story. You understand what I just said? You have to help tell yourself what the experience is of the object you're now holding on to. You have to help tell the story of what you're holding on to. So you have now emotionally invested and what you think you know, but what you think you know only affirmed your separation. Only have to be fair to you because it's not a separation. It's just the thought of what separation would be like. Notice that in this wishbone, it's not pulled apart. It just has the intentions of doing it. Such is the nature of a thought. I think I'm in New York. Holy shit, still in South Carolina. But was my thought real? Yeah. It just didn't have validity. Why? Because it was an illusion. Holy shit, the realm of illusion. So you just went from red to orange, where you are now sensitive to what you think you know. That takes you into Y. R-O-Y, Roy, yellow. Yellow is affectionately the seat of the soul, the solar plexus. It is where all your power, your vitality has been invested. If I am already emotionally invested, guess what, motherfucker? It now has all my energy. Y'all show us that shit every day. I'm passionate about this stuff, but why? I don't know, it just got my energy. Because you under the yellow. You know what happened when you keep on running a yellow light? You about to get a ticket. Oops. You a seeker. You a seeker. Notice these cars are in reverse. The dowsing rods. Holy shit. See what happened here? Notice the similarity? These dowsing rods are you in separation. And I'm trying to put myself together by figuring out how to be led. You ever use a dowsing rod? You can use a dowsing rod to find water sources. They still do it to this day. Y'all don't understand that a lot of the shit that y'all believe in is quote unquote pagan, but even pagan is young. It's animistic in nature, where people knew how to use the ley lines and magnetic force of the earth to help find its way around. What was the key word? You trying to find your way around where you done already emotionally invested in what you think you know, but I'm telling you, everything you know is only affirming that you pulling yourself apart. So you done gave your power to these dowsing rods. And again, like I said, with a dowsing rod, they energetically move you. If I gave my power to what's moving me, did I need to move? A lot of y'all will shake your head yes. Why? Because you have a control issue. You gave your power to something and it's moving you because you didn't have enough awareness to sit your punk ass down to be still. Y, G, green, emotionally attached. It's not love, it's an attachment. The heart is an attachment vessel. You don't know love. You just know what you attach to. Why? Because love has no conditions. Love just has LOVE, a load of vast energy. Where'd they get the load of vast energy from? Everything that empowered the dowsing rods. So here you are in that G where you already attached to everything that you think you know. But again, everything you think you know is only you pulling yourself apart. Oops, fickle. It's the flowers. What do you mean the flowers? You planted a seed. You planted a seed, flower, my dear player. You planted a seed of giving your energy into something that was going, holy shit, ground you out. And then it birthed a plant. And now you're out here smelling the roses. You smelling the roses of what you gave your energy to. What are you attached to? What I gave my energy to. And I'm going to smell emotionally, my senses, what I tell myself is best for me. That's a human condition. You know, we had this saying, I don't know if y'all still say it now. People do say, man, you think your shit don't stink. You know, what's that Outkast song? Roses really smell like boo-boo. Roses really smell like boo-boo. A lot of people out here are so deep in their own level of psychosis, and I don't mean to be abusive by using that word, but it is classically what it is. You're operating out of psychoses and different states of mental conditions that you can't be told anything different from what you're invested in. And that's all of us. Everybody in this realm is under some form of a mental condition. Hell, I was seeing something earlier where it was talking about hypersexuality is not a sickness, it is a autistic response. I've been trying to tell you that shit for years. I think I could go back to my old Instagram before I got banned at least 10, 11 years ago, and as somebody who was sexual, not hypersexual, just sexual. But somebody who was sexual myself, I was trying to tell people that watch, within 10 years, about 11 years ago, Motherfuckers gonna walk around here with their ass and titties out first, and then their words second. And lo and behold, look at what we do. Why? Because of the unnatural state of this realm. Remember, this is a realm in degradation, not elevation like y'all lie to yourselves about. It's an ascension process. You're right. You're ascending further into your separation. You're right. You are ascending further into your own madness. So you start to hit social levels of depravity, emotional depravity, mental depravity, physical depravity, sexual depravity. Everything becomes immoral, becomes moral. So in the need for attention, where your mind has been altered by the air, by the food, by the social exposures, technology, the amount of governing we've allowed others to place us under, all those things become parameters of suppression. And next thing you know, it's not just the vaccines that is giving you fucking autism. It is the conditions of life itself that put you in autistic states of society. Wholeness. So once you start entering these autistic states of society, where even science tells you, what is it, 8 out of 15 or some numbers like that, is probably higher, because they don't want to tell you the truth. 8 out of 15 children are now autistic on some level. That's why they keep changing the umbrella of under it. It's no longer Asperger's, ODD, CDD, and all this other shit. It's just autism. Because there's so much shit going on that they can't fucking keep up. Because they understand where some of the causes are, but we don't want to hurt the corporations. We don't want to hurt Big Pharma. We don't want to hurt Kroger's. We don't want to hurt Walmart. We don't want to hurt everybody else that is contributing to the degradation of society, because you might hurt their fucking pockets. And don't worry, we got a pill for you. Or we got an IEP. Oops. But just keep breathing the air. Mommy, why is there X in the air? Don't worry about it, baby. That's a cloud. Dumbasses. So, what I'm saying is, you smelling the flowers of everything that you helped create. You understand that? You are now attached as the result of everything you create. So, what I was saying as far as like hypersexuality, now that you have helped create an environment to where you can do what you want to do without consequence, and it's all right if I walk around with my titties hiked out or my dick in my hand, I can do what I want to do because you can't tell me what to do. But yet everybody complaining about can't nothing get done because we ain't got no community, we ain't got no more big mamas, we ain't got no more granddaddies, we ain't got no more aunties, we ain't got no government to look out for us. We never had a government to look out for us, but we got tired of lying ourselves about it, yet we still vote. I can go on. You done fell so far into your own destruction that you don't mind being destroyed. So you get into that hypersexuality as a response system to where nothing out here makes me feel safe. Just give me some attention. Give me some attention, and then I can chemically produce serotonin, oxytocin, and all them other tocins to get me enough of a high to where now what I'm smelling pheromonally makes me feel better. But that went over so many of y'all fucking heads, it's a shame. And again, hi, if you're new to me, sexual fucking vampire, sacred whore. I'm gonna whoop, I'm gonna watch, and if the wife let me, I'm gonna touch. But we touching together. But let me quit being funny. Not playing. But I'm just saying, we are out here in such a state of degradation right now to where anything goes, yet nobody is looking at why you have the need to do it. Why? If you talking to me about a book, are your titties out? Why? If you talking to me about a book, are you flexing and showing me your muscles? Those are attention-seeking things. But I digress. So, we were on ROYG. That was the heart. You attached to the shit. Why? Blue. Traditionally, I got the blues. Blue had a lot of different meanings. Blue still is attached to the throat chakra. The throat chakra is the manifestation chakra. Here, let me walk you backwards for a minute. See, we started out at source, where you're going to pull yourself apart in thought. Now, you connected to shit that you ain't supposed to be knowing. You out here connecting to you in separation. That's a trauma. Once I connected to me in separation, I can only give all my energy into what I'm feeling. That is where you have now connected to your separation, and that's all I can feel. And guess what? If that's all I can feel, that's all I'm gonna fight for. Why? Because I think I have to go through what has me in separations to find myself, to put me back together. But once I am telling myself I am connected to my separation, that is the only fucking thing I'm growing. That is the flowers that are now about to produce the fruit. Now we back at the throat chakra. The manifestation. The flowers produce the fruit. If I can move my camera, I'll show you my eggplant outside. The motherfucker just left flower phase and is now about to become a motherfucking eggplant fruit. Because it has seeds. Some of y'all need to learn that. So, you are right here at the throat where everything you keep giving your power to is going to manifest. Why? Because you have the rights of the divine creator to create the experience. The experience you invest in does manifest even when you're not aware enough to see. I'll say that up for you again. The experience you invest in does manifest even when you don't have enough awareness to see. Man, I did a petition. I want $1 million. I want to win $1 million. Okay, have you done everything that will potentially get you the $1 million? No, I'm gonna sit back and wait on it. Okay, it's gonna manifest, but if you don't do all the things that require the potentiality of your energetic use through investment to receive, you just create it without reception. Magic 101. Sorry, so you gonna manifest, you just didn't stay into alignment, so now you can't see. Holy shit, now you can't see. This card says phrenology, certainty, but it was in reverse. You don't know how to use the spheres in your mind, the spheres, to produce the result. You just know how to keep on thinking. And I'm not sure what I'm thinking because I've been taught a bunch of bullshit on what I'm supposed to do. And I keep listening to a bunch of bullshit ass people on how I should do it. But I don't know how to stop bullshitting myself on what I'm doing. So now I ain't sure. You understand that? Come on, parents. When you get up there on that stage, act like you sure. Don't you get up there and start talking like you ain't sure what you want. Don't we tell our kids that when they doing things and hey, get up there. Act like you know what you want. Hell, if you ever done anything in the metaphysical works when you've been working with other people, hey, don't you write these fucking petitions and affirmations like you don't know what you want. Hell, I used to teach you. Don't write I want or I need. No, I have. I am. I will. You understand that? Assertion. You don't know how to assert yourself. You just know how to follow the programs that's already been placed before you. Work with me, children. You just know how to follow the programs that's already been placed in front of you that left your ass in danger. Left your ass in danger. I read it in the book, or so-and-so taught me. Where they learned it from? They read it in the book, or they had a course from somebody else who read it in the book. Somebody reported me. Some comments in these lives were filtered to protect. Normally when they do that, I probably got a few minutes before my live get banned. So I'm going to hurry up. So that was your throat chakra. You don't know what's going on in your mind. That uncertainty means that you just opened up the fields of manifestation. You just gave divine rights of yourself as the creator to what you created because you don't know that it's you. You don't know that it's you. You don't know that all this is your energy being used, not against you, but on your behalf, that you keep using it on your behalf to keep behalfing yourself. Almost every move you make in this realm is for your separation. And even when you meet a part of your separation that promotes your wholeness, peace out. Because your programming, what you think you know, is the only story you connect to. So it's the only story you see. And it's the only flowers, that you can smell. Because you ain't sure what to think. Because you're trauma responsive. You just do. Kimberly, the clown in me wants to tell you that yes, Jonathan is coming, but who's he coming in? Oops, sorry, don't come in there asking dumbass questions. So, you were just at the blue chakra where your throat, you keep manifesting shit. Roy G. Biv. Now you at the indigo. Now you at the third eye. See, I can see everything that's coming. But if you understand anything about energy, your third eye is a fucking television tube. People say, ooh, my crown is my antennas to the universe. Oops! The universe is you in a story. You in infinite fucking separation. So if it's me in infinite separation, but yet my antennas, my crown is receiving all of me in separation, which channel is playing? The strongest signal. See, it ain't the third eye, brother. It's the first eye. The strongest signal. The strongest signal that you done already affirmed that you want to see in separation, that you think you connected to, and now you out here seeking, and now you smelling shit because you ain't sure where the signal coming from. Anything with enough awareness can change your channel. I'll try and find that on Facebook earlier. I'll try and find it on Facebook when I get off of here. But now you're going to look like this video I'm going to put up in a little while where these women were channeling. Jesus is watching. Jesus is watching. Oh, yes. Yes, pregnant women are sick. Pregnant women are sick. Jesus is watching. That's how they actually doing. I'll try and find it. As a channel, as a medium, when I do dwell on those sides of separation, it's getting harder now since I focus on wholeness. But when I do dwell into separation and allow myself to be a medium in a channel, I don't go into these fits and all this other shit. To me, that's a spirit of usury. As a trickster, I've been telling you that for years. As a trickster, there are things, you in separation, that only like energy. Only like energy. It is no different than, oh, Lord, now you in there doing the running man. Ooh, girl, you caught the spirit, but yet you still enslaved. Did you catch the spirit or did the spirit catch you slipping? Oops. Possession. Possession. Spirits will wear your ass like a cheap suit if you don't know what the fuck you're doing. See, they start playing the drums and they got the singing and the harmonic voice and I unlock my DNA and now I feel better because I'm anointed. You goddamn right you anointed. Tasty fucking meal. An energetic meat suit with infinite fucking potential, dampened by its own awareness. But yet the energy is still there. So of course, something that understands the energy is still there, you don't know how to use it, but I know how to use you, that's not malicious. It's only fucking common sense. Holy shit, that's government. I know the power is with the people, but the people don't know the power is with them. So we're going to keep the power from the people as the people keep on empowering us. And it's all legal. They just changed the fucking channel. Oops. They just changed the fucking channel. Oops. All you gotta do is look through the mirror. All you gotta do is look through the window. Orthromancy. The omen. The signs. If the signs are the only thing that you following, you forgot you was the whole message. I would like to submit a good classic cartoon, Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner, even though it don't work out for Wile E. Coyote. Wile E. Coyote is very good about putting signs out for the Roadrunner to follow, and then if Roadrunner get to the food, only Wile E. Coyote's traps don't work. But he's smart enough to put enough signs to lead that Roadrunner to where he wants him to be. It's just that we'll play this game with you. The Roadrunner is divinely protected. See, what's for God, can't nothing be against you. Or my ancestors got me, or I'm ordained, or this, that, and the other kind of lie you tell yourself. When really, it's just that the shit that the other motherfucker using, if you pay attention to yourself, can't work on you. But because in our case, we don't work for ourselves, the shit motherfuckers keep using on us, keep working on us. This'll hurt some of you. This'll hurt some of you. Ever wonder why our magic only affect our own? You ever wonder why I'm so heavy in these spiritual streets and I've been divinely protected and I'm well known and all that stuff, and don't you throw at me because I ain't got to throw back because my ancestors get you? But it's like your ancestors will help get you when they ain't got nothing for nobody else. But that ain't the way it worked. You're right. You're right. That ain't the way it worked. 400 years. Maybe it's a mental trick. Maybe it's a mental trick of usury to where you can't use what's been used against you to keep you against yourself, against what's been used to keep you against yourself. But you can use what's been used to keep you against yourself against others that's already against you too. Just not who fucking initiated the motherfucking spell. You motherfuckers proved that shit back in 2016, I believe, with Trump. All the Wiccans in the world are going to get together and cast a spell on Trump. Yep, that motherfucker is still here. The unsacred clown. Maybe his ancestors got him. Oops, let's not go there. See, we can keep changing the channel because you out here just looking for signs on how to get better at separation. You don't want signs to tell you to stop pulling yourself apart. You just want to know your trees, your transits, your placements, what planet is in retrograde, what planet is in alignment, how many of them lining up, what meteor shower coming tomorrow, girl, when the next eclipse, yo man, when the next motherfucking full moon, what a new moon. You just want to know everything made in separation to put you back in wholeness. And they will. They will keep you in separation if you keep using the connotations as given and not start to undo it as it's been told. If you keep using it as it's sold, you've already sold yourself. Why? You've already placed a crown on your head, but yet you ain't the ruler. Oops. You the child of, you the son of, you the daughter of, you the high priestess. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful because you got to start somewhere. Only some of y'all started somewhere a little bit too soon, and when shit got real, you ran back to where you left. I've seen so many fake ass fucking witches and goddesses and gods and warlocks and wizards and shamans and high priestesses and everything else. I've seen so many fake motherfuckers. I've been seeing it for a long time. It really got bad in COVID. It really did. But it's gotten a lot worse in this year of manifestation where you went about this life. And some of y'all that are about this life are only creating the life to be about because it's not that fucking serious. The realm of mysticism, the true occult, is about pulling the shit out that keeps you apart. Not pulling yourself into more shit that is pulling you apart so that you can hold yourself together. But that shit rules you. And remember I was telling you about a good trickster spirit? It's not lying to you. Hi, what do you want? I want to go deeper into my separation. Oh, you sure? Says the Chessy cat. And that fucking caterpillar. Ooh, who are you? I don't know. Can you show me? Hey, Bob, we got another one. Yeah, I can show you. Give me your energy. Okay. You gonna give it back, right? Yeah. Just let me wear your crown for a little bit. Oops. Ogum. Nature. That'll confuse some of you. Best way I can explain this one is when I'm telling you the aspect of this is the violet, the purple energy. This is you have a connection to what feels natural. You understand that? For some of us who are good at seeing in auras and things like that, when you see somebody with a purple aura, it's like, oh, you high vibrational. And a lot of times it's the truth. You are high vibrational because you are very easily connected to nature. But if you was here at the beginning, remember what I told you? Shit is so unnatural that even nature ain't natural no more. Nature is running in such a state of erraticism because it's endangered. So this is what I'm getting at with this. You only connect it to what's the natural order of things But what's the natural order of things? You just keep following the signs. That's the omen. You keep following the signs that only show you uncertainty. Why? Because as long as it's giving me gains, that's the flower, I'm going to stay seeking it instead of self. Because I only have sensitivity towards it when it is your separation. Because it knows what pulled me apart. Damn, that sounds like a lot of fucking spirit guys. I'm going to guide you on how not to manifest into Earth for your 95th life cycle. You promise? Yes. See you on 96, 97, 98, 99, 1,000, 10,000. Why? Because they're all perceptions. See, if you understood timelessness, your first life cycle and your last life cycle are all taking place at the same time. You understand that? For those of us who are Reiki trained, you understand timelessness. Honsha Seishonin. There is only the field of timelessness. You can send energy into any point in time. You understand it? So what's happening now is already happening then. Because time ain't linear. So that next time that you keep telling yourself you're not reincarnating in the earth, then already happened. It's just a perception of what you think you're going through in this journey as you are crowned, ruled over by what you have been taught to pay attention to in this cycle. And I ask this question a lot, and don't think too hard on it. But if you've been in incarnation, let's just say 50 times, and you got married 49 times, when you make it to your last incarnation, is there going to be 49 soulmates that are waiting on you? Are you going to have 49 people who was the love of your life waiting on you? Somebody ain't going to be happy. But one motherfucker might be ecstatic. You understand that? Or is it just a perception of the experience that I went through as I invested into that journey? And once I made it to the end, I learned to let go. Only y'all don't get taught to let go. You get taught to reclaim it and make sense of it and heal the traumas, which wasn't a trick. Heal the traumas. Wait a minute, ain't I healing me? No, heal the traumas and it will heal you. Heal the traumas. You mean give all my energies to what already happened that I can't change, but I keep letting it change me because I think it has more value than I have for myself? Oops. Damn. ROYGBIV. That's your crown. I'm going to give you a bonus one. Remember I told you your crown is just the antenna point for all of you in separation? This is you in wholeness. See, we ain't got to the externalization point, but this is you in wholeness. Let's just say you pull in all of your life cycles through this separate experience, and now you got them all together. I'm on my last incarnation because I got all me together. I got all of my traumatic experiences and separation together, and that's going to show me wholeness. Oops. The fortune cookie. It's the motherfucking fortune cookie. Fortuitous. I made a gain. Yeah, you made a gain. Notice it's in reverse. Fortuitous ain't gonna be fortuitous in that case. All you did was centralize, what you hear me say, the 88s. All you did was centralize all your traumas into one point, and now the motherfuckers having a board meeting. Now they're having a board meeting on which ones are the strongest ones to help you get out of the game. When all you did was centralize the pieces of the game, but you didn't put together the puzzle. You get that? You didn't centralize. You centralized everything, but you didn't put the puzzle back together. But that gets a lot more extensive, and like I said, 9 September is about vibrations, but 9 actually, in the sense of September, really means 7. Your highest vibration should be you. If 9 by the calendar is really 7, the highest vibrational thing should be you. But it should be you in awareness of self, not me in subscription to my traumas. What's your traumas? Anything that keeps you in separation. Anything that glamorizes trying to show you how to do separation better so that you can learn how to sit still and hold yourself together, it already glamorized keeping you apart. It's just your level of perception at the end of the day. And if you can't see that, I'm sorry for you. If you can't see that consciousness, I'm sorry for you. So all this that you're going through is only, like I said, this was a bonus card. This is your soul that said we now all together, and we the fortune cookies. We the foretold one. This is the way out. It's only going to be you with the trauma. You understand that? The only thing that you heal when you get all of you together is your experiences. Your experiences were you in separation, not you in wholeness. Remember I told you, separation is just a thought. That's a wishbone. A lot of people's mind already told them that there's two pieces. Realistically, a lot of y'all minds already told you that there was two pieces. That's just one. It just has the potentiality, alchemy. It has the potentiality to pull itself apart by its own actions. So if it's my actions to pull me apart, guess whose actions it is to keep me together? Your own. But here is what September is going to show you, where people are keep using what's pulled them apart to hold themselves together. Here's the results. Oops. The internal fire. Spontaneity. No spontaneity. What's the opposite of spontaneity? Stagnation. Basically, consistency. I want somebody that's spontaneous. No, you got somebody who is just very consistent and concise. You ain't making no changes. Your fire does not meet spontaneity. Your fire does not meet its source. It just stays in submission. It stays burning. It's a phoenix cycle. What's a phoenix cycle? It is energy already invested in making it to the end of experience so that it can learn to release itself, only to submit to resurrection. It's a martyr. Hell, for a few centuries they called Jesus, by that analogy, they called him the phoenix. Holy shit. Only the phoenix is associated with 5. This was a reading about 9 and 7, where 9 is controlling your vibration. 7 is about figuring out who you are. 5 was about figuring out why you moved. 5 is movement. 5, if you want to do tarot, is the Hierophant. That motherfucker that already know everything. Who already knew everything, source? It was just he got tricked into figuring out if it could know more. You understand that? In this sense, source is a college student who got bored with his degrees and decided to go for another one. Well, I know everything, but there's another course coming up. Let me go create it. But wait a minute, you already are everything. Nah, I got the potential to be more. But why? It's a choice. Choice. Oops. What came before the fire? The motherfucking smoke. Prayers. Prayers are submission to energy with the intent of receiving. That's all a prayer is. It is a submission of energy to another energy with the intent of receiving. That's all a prayer is. So in the sense of source, making a prayer to what was out there, but yet source was the only thing out there, it needed to create something to receive the energy. Take your time with that one. If there's nothing out there but you want to see more, you have to create it. But in creating is destruction. Hello, parents, when, especially you goddesses, when you give birth, when you go through the creation process, you become less at the same time of becoming more. It takes a part out of you. Hell, even as a father, it takes a part out of you. When you have kids, that shit drains you. And I ain't talking about these little motherfuckers bad. I'm talking about internally, you are now in separation and in connection to what the fuck you created. You understand that? So if source created its own separation, separation is its baby. Separation is its baby. And I'll fight you tooth and nail to protect it, even if it destroys me. And even if what is destroying me is my child. Oops. Somebody got that one. Take your time. September is going to fuck a lot of people over, and I'm not trying to be funny. September, if you thought August showed you some crazy batshit motherfuckers, September is going to have a propensity to show you a little bit more consistency in delusion. Stay in your motherfucking lane and leave a fool to be foolish unless you become foolish with them. I've been saying this for the last couple of years. Not my circus, not my monkeys. At this point, it's all our circus. Just don't be the monkey. And understand when the other monkeys, you can't stop them. Just stay the fuck out their way. I'm too busy being motherfucking delicious. I offer that all to you. Make your life delicious. I don't really live this way anymore, but I will say this for people who are younger in this thought process, and that's not age, that's mentality. Make memories worth remembering, or keep living motherfucking nightmares you're gonna fight to forget. Make memories worth remembering, and do it with motherfuckers who honor your energy. Reciprocity. Wholeness.